Okay. Let's go. What up, people? How you doing? My name is Tim Black. Welcome back to another edition of Pause with Tim Black. I'm glad to be here, Johnson. I really am. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad we're all here together online to get this thing popping. This is the Pause with Tim Black podcast, which is the blackest podcast on this side of the internet, Johnson. We get it in. We call it out. We make it clear what we stand for. We riding down the notion that we got to come together to make this shit work out for us. That we ain't going to get what we want by laying down, by giving up, by quitting, or by falling in line. We got to stand up for ours. We also have to demand that the U.S. government cut the check. I want to make sure we're live on all our platforms. Make sure people can hear, brother, because you know how it is. This is the internet. And things don't always work the way we thought they were. So let me go see. What's up, YouTube? How y'all doing? YouTube, what's going on? What's going on Facebook? What is the haps? What is the haps? Boom. Let me put this. Someone said, Tim Black, put your damn thing up so people know how to give to the show. So for anybody interested, only to those that are interested, it's TBTV Media. That's the name of the joint. Support independent media if you can. If you can't, I get that too. But if you're looking at how to do it, that's how you do it. Trying to shrink this thing. Let's see if we can. There we go. That's as small as I can get it. Hold on. I want to say what's up to my moderators. We try to keep things civil. I know it ain't easy, Johnson. How about that? That's in the corner. There we go. I know it's not easy moderating the Tim Black Show. I say some wild shit from time to time. But I mean every word that I say. Even when I'm wrong. When I'm wrong, I mean to be wrong. And when I'm right, I mean to be right. What's up, YouTube? What's up, Facebook? What's up, LinkedIn? What's up? I think that's it. Okay, give me a moment, guys. This is a little janky here today. Little screwed up, but we okay. We're going to be okay. I got a recommendation. I have a recommendation. I saw an excellent episode. I saw an excellent show today. And I was glad I took the time to decompress to watch it. All right? So today's recommendation is Atlanta, Season 3, Episode 6. White Fashion. You got to see this episode, Johnson. If you saw it, tell a friend. Yeah. That episode is like that, Johnson. You got to check that out. No. I don't want to give any spoiler alerts. I tell you about something to tell you how it is. I can't do that. But what I'm going to tell you that the topics discussed or brought up in this show in a very entertaining way highlight some of the issues that we're faced with. It crystallizes what we deal with and addresses how hard it is and why these corporations do not support us the way you think they would. It puts it in very clear terms. Everybody can get this. Everyone can understand it. Okay? Why it doesn't work out the way we think it should work out. So watch this episode. Atlanta, Season 3, Episode 6. That's all, man. I don't know how you're going to get it. Get it. Watch it. However you get it, however you watch it, make sure you watch it. All right. And actually, I recommend the entire series, by the way. They're doing phenomenal work. So, and it's a great conversation to be had, one we need to have. That's the first thing. What else we got? Did I say cut the check? What the hell? Cut the check again. Cut the check, Johnson. You know, we got the richest country in the world. There is no reason why we can't have compensation for not just slavery. I'm so tired of morons. It ain't just about slavery, Johnson. If somebody says your family could not build wealth in a country that's built on wealth, you'd have a claim too. Now imagine that being a whole bunch of people. So that's what this is about. It's not just about slavery. Oh, and somebody disrespected Dr. Sandy Darity. Oh my God, unfollow me if you motherfuckers don't know who Dr. Sandy Darity is. Let's clear this up. I'm sorry, Doctor, I had to say MF. I'm sorry. He would not agree. Dr. Sandy Darity responded to someone who went viral with a tweet that is so misleading. If we cut student debt, we'll be really closing the racial wealth gap. It was like 10 things that relieving student debt would do. And of course, they had to grab one out the black pile, which is what they love to do. They love to grab something and say, oh, this will really help the blacks close the racial wealth gap. Folks, as Dr. Sandy Darity clearly pointed out, we support forgiving student debt. We support debt forgiveness. We support it. I support debt forgiveness. But after close analysis, I realized common sense would tell you this will not close the racial wealth gap. It would help people. Yes, it would help people. I'm down for shit that helps people. Stop using black struggle to support your own policies. Black people are not behind in this country financially because we all went to college and got debt, dumbass. That's not, so how you gonna say the fix for our problem is something that did not create our problem? Everyone's trying to beat around the edges, cut around the edges. Everyone wants to talk past us. Everyone wants to talk for us. Everyone wants to come up with solutions that don't upset the apple cart. If you're gonna fight for black people, you're gonna have to piss people off. That's how this shit works, Johnson. That's how it works. Anybody who don't agree with that just is living in an illusion, okay? If you're gonna fight for black people, you're gonna piss people off. Now, there's a difference between fighting for black people and fighting for your damn self. There's some people who are fighting for themselves, okay? But if you're gonna truly fight for black people, people gotta be mad at you. They shot Martin Luther King. They assassinated him. They killed Medgar Evers, assassinated him. They killed Malcolm X, assassinated him. They killed Freedom Riders, assassinated, killed them, disappeared them. Once again, if you're gonna fight for black people, it's gonna cost you. There's no nice way to do this. Black people are not at the bottom in America because they went to school. So taking away student debt is not gonna suddenly put them at the top. First of all, not even 40% of black people even go to college to incur the debt, okay? So first of all, you're not even talking about half of black America, okay? That's the first thing. Second thing is, more white kids go to school than black kids, and more white kids have more debt. Now, if you say how many black people have debt who went to school, it's gonna be a higher percentage. But if there's more white people who went to school, who's gonna benefit more? So what it does, in the end of the day, it will broaden the racial wealth gap. We'll all do better. I want all my students to be able to go to school without having to incur mountains of debt. I want all black students to get that. Of course. Of course. That is something that should be a bonus, like a cherry on top. Like a cherry on top. Stop making us enemies. And you make us enemies when you try to use our pain and suffering because you're a coward and can't tell the truth to white America that, hey, what was done to black America was done intentionally over centuries. And it wasn't just done because we couldn't go to Harvard or because we had to pay money to go to Harvard. That's not the reason. It's because y'all motherfucking forefathers didn't want us to be able to build wealth. And then when we were successful, you came and burnt our shit down. Okay? That's it, man. That's all. So we got to prepare that. There's no way around it. It's not going to be nice. It's not going to sound warm and fuzzy. We're not equal. Motherfucker, black people have the bubonic plague. White people have a cold. Different treatment. Yes, some blankets and some fluids would be nice, but that's not going to get rid of our bubonic plague. And you gave it to us on purpose. Not you personally. Not you personally. Your government sanctioned it. Okay, so that's it, man. I'm so tired of having this conversation, but I can't be tired. You know why? Because I must speak truth to power. Now, if there are people who get their feelings hurt, who no longer want to be my friend, so be it. That's the cost of telling the truth, Johnson. If there are people that, Tim, you're a downer. You always talk about race. You started it. You fucking started it. I'm so tired of that, man. I'm so tired of it. There are people that say they don't know who I am, they don't like me. Fuck them out. I'm okay with that. I'm not just up here for me to get diamonds. I'm just not up here to become the king of late night. I'm willing to die for this. What you trying to do? You want to be a star. Stars work, baby. You ain't gonna back your way into stardom. We ain't gonna back our way into freedom or equity or none of that shit. You started the conversation on race when you called me a nigga. You called my great-great-dad that nigga. When you made us all niggas. We was Africans. Okay? Don't tell me that. Don't show up 3 centuries later talking about, you're talking about race when that's all that came out your mouth. No, America. No. No, no, no. Now can we just move on? No, fix the shit. How would you like to someone crashed your car and totaled that motherfucker? And then when you said, what about my car? They kept going, can we just move on? Can we just, I gave you a bus pass. I'm just saying, Johnson, what is this? Oh, Timmy, it's so heavy. I'm so real. Your forefathers should have took care of this shit. You and I should not be talking about this. We should be talking about Atlanta. Season 3, episode 6, or Snowfall, or Walking Dead, or some other shit. We should have had to have this conversation because this should have been dealt with 100 years ago. You think I want to talk about this? You think I want to have these conversations? I'd rather talk about something else. I'd rather this not be an issue. This should have been resolved. If somebody ran over your mother's fucking roses that she spent all day gardening, all season planting, you'll be pissed. But I'm supposed to just get over it. Just get over it. Just stop talking about it, damn it. And you punk-ass politicians. Oh, you punk-ass politicians. I've been hemorrhaging supporters because they want me to just shit on all politicians. I can't do it, Johnson. I love you. I do. I love us, man, but I gotta fight for it. Okay. Guys, I got real topics to talk about, but come here a minute here. There's this force of nature that's out there. There are people that have large followings. I respect that, man. I respect that, and I want to support that. But tell me this, Johnson. How can you run for office? How can you run for office less than a year ago, lose, and now say, suddenly, we shouldn't even vote for nobody. We should just hold our votes. That's what I think we should do, bruh. Y'all don't. Why do I have to say this? Why do I have to point out the hypocrisy and the fraud of a person that would run for office a year ago. And now because it's trending and in vogue to shit on politics or shit on politicians, to say don't vote for nobody. You just ran for office, raised money for people to vote for you, and now, because this person has a big platform and you see a big lane to grow your social media and to make more money, yeah, you're saying we shouldn't vote? It's funny. You weren't saying that when you were running. You guys are killing me, man. You're really killing me, man. I want to have some friends in this business. I want to have people that I can work with. Damn it, man. You make it hard, man. Damn. My mind's playing tricks on me. All right, Johnson. Man, what's up with the baby? The baby has been handled the baton of hate. Oh, man, he is every day. It's like every month is something new with this guy. Young man, young man, young man. Did he have to... Listen, when they put these narratives together, they tell you already what you're seeing and what you should think about it. I don't know. I got to look at the tape again. I'm just saying, like, I don't know if he had to kill a guy in Walmart, but did somebody put a gun on him while he was fighting? I don't know. All I know is back in the 90s, well, the late 80s, I got into a fight with some guys who was, you know, I was going to fight a guy one-on-one. He didn't want to fight one-on-one. He wanted, he said, we don't fight one-on-one. We jump. That's what he told me. So I said, okay, that's what you do? Okay, fine. So I went down the street and got a baseball bat from the sporting goods store. Came back and met him at the center of the mall and said, what's up? The security guards was like, we can't let you hit baseball bat these guys in the mall, Tim. I was like, well, these are punk-ass young dudes that they don't want to fight one-on-one. I fight them one-on-one, one at a time. Yeah, I was young and crazy. My point is, there's always been an essence of people. There's always been some cowardly punk asses who don't want to shoot you a fair one. That's what we used to call it back in the day. Shoot you a fair one. If someone's shooting you a fair one and somebody else is trying to pull out a gun on you and you have said hammer on you, things, you know, I hope this gets resolved. This is what I'm hearing to happen with the baby. Anyway, I want to move on. I just want to say I'm very cognizant. Just like those young guys didn't want to have a fair fight. They wanted to threaten me. They wanted to talk shit, start a fight. Then when I'm ready to go at them, then all of a sudden it's 5 of them against little old me. Okay, so they didn't want even odds. No code, no character, no ethics. I'm still here, and I got a feeling that at least 1 or 2 of those young men are not here with us. And the odds are I'm probably right. And I'm not happy about that. Tim, what does that have to do with anything? Not much, just Prince George's Plaza, Hyattsville, Maryland. Look it up. All right, so let's go to the next story, man. Well, I guess I should go to a story. We'll come back to the rest of this stuff. Kamala Harris tested positive for the Rona. Kamala Harris tested positive for Rona. And this is a problem because she had all the requisite shots, but she says she's doing fine. She shows no symptoms. She's doing well. Just came out on the test. Now, no one should be shocked her husband had it first. They passed him back and forth. The thing is, we don't know who else has it. Now, it ran through the White House, and a lot of people in the White House have already had it, contracted it. The concern is that Joe Biden might get it. That's the concern. And we all know that Joe Biden is at an advanced age. So it may not be a good idea. And also, we're approaching the traditional correspondence dinner. That's when they all get together and pretend to laugh at jokes and being roasted. You know, a roast, where they make, sort of like the Oscars, or sort of like a comedy thing where the comedian makes jokes and picks on people. It's kind of what you... That could be dangerous. I wonder who's going to be hosting that this year. Anyway, the point is this. The White House says Harris was not at close contact. Her positive case still reinforces concerns about the virus closing in on the president. Joe Biden is 79 years old. He received a booster. He got that Pfizer. His physician declared him fit for duty after a physical this past fall. Still, the White House has consistently battled outside concerns and commentary about Biden's age and health. This does not help. That help. Kamala Harris is 57. She's spry. She's bouncing right back. We don't know if the old guy could do it. So, it's a point of contention. People are concerned. I'll keep you up to date. It's not over. See, financially, everybody wants everybody to go back to work, but people are still getting sick, Johnson. Hope that doesn't get my channel strike because I said people are getting sick. So, let's go to next. Next. Twitter free speech is still a conversation. It's still a conversation. Okay, so Elon Musk, we did a video. I did a very good video on this. I thought it was very good. Someone said, Tim, finally, a video about Elon Musk and Twitter that's looks at both sides. And I said, hey, man, thank you. I'll be lucky if a few thousand people see it because YouTube don't like my video. Glad you liked it, though. So I encourage you to go to my YouTube channel, check out that video, get the back, get an honest critique. Not in the camp of, oh, no, the sky's falling. I'm also not ready to hoist Elon Musk up on my shoulders and carry him around the room, throwing salt and confetti and shit. It's like two extremes. People are just either want to, send him to the moon permanently, or they want to build a statue and worship him. There's some of us who realize that it ain't that simple, and anyone that's got to be crazy to be so, exuberant about this shit. Twitter is just an app. You think that, oh shit, I don't like what they're talking about? Delete. Gone. There are 5 other apps that do the same shit. You don't have to be on Twitter. How much control does he have over the country if it's some shit you can delete with a swipe? I've been shadow banned on Twitter for almost 2 years. So and I'm still finding a way to be unbiased and say, hey, I don't like what Elon has done on a couple things, more than a couple things. It's in a video. We talk about it. But hey, I don't control, neither do you. None of us control what someone's able to buy. Okay? It is crazy that someone has $44 billion to buy anything. Okay? So our system is garbage. Did anybody has $44 billion now? Like I think about buying things. I always got to think about the money I got left over. This guy has $44 billion. $44 billion. Some of y'all watching don't have $44. And I know some of you are like, I ain't got no time to be worried about this shit. I only got $44. I got $42. I didn't go to work because I didn't have money to go to work, okay? I couldn't go to work because I didn't have money to go to work to make money. I don't have the money to make money. This is real life. This is a real situation for some people, okay? So this is all cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs anyway. Am I wrong? Because everybody's working for the queen. Am I wrong? Back in BDP. I think very deeply. I think very deeply. I don't know. Chaos One just came to me. Not how, what, when. To a game. I mean, it's kind of laughable. Anyway, it's Chaos One. My philosophy. That's it. My philosophy. I'm sorry, guys. Things come to me. It's this one or that one. The white one or the black one. Pick a punk. I jump up to attack one. KRS-One just got to lead the crew. Right up to your face and dish you. This is... Sorry. I'm a super supporter of KRS-One, man. I grew up on KRS-One, brother. That's all I'm saying. That's knowledge reigns supreme over nearly everyone, Johnson. That's all. That's all. Okay, back to this. What were we talking about? Oh, Twitter. Who cares? Go to Facebook. Don't like it, go to Twitter. Go to Instagram. Don't like it, go to TikTok. Don't like it, go home. I know, Tim, it's more serious than that. You can't be that way about it. Okay. Black people are 14% of the population. We own less than 2% of the land. We own more land in Reconstruction time, right out of slavery. I'm sorry to bring up facts. I got a feeling $44 billion is more working capital than all of Black America has combined. And if I'm wrong, I'm not wrong by that much. One guy is worth more than all of us. So, trying to understand, like, it's mind-boggling. I can't even wrap my head around how much money that was. And he's still probably the richest man in the world, in America. You don't want him buying Twitter? You shouldn't have been able to buy it. Change the fucking laws. And that what you tell me? So I'm trying to end qualified immunity because I don't think cops should be able to kill mofos and not have to suffer. So we got to change the laws. The law. All right, let's keep going, Johnson. Let's keep going. Getting bogged down. Go to my YouTube channel. Go to watchtimblack.com. Watchtimblack.com. Find it. Share it with a friend. Support independent media. Derek Chauvin is appealing his murder conviction. You heard about this? Derek Chauvin's... They had it in a 22-page appeal. So Derek Chauvin, convicted of murdering George Floyd, received 22 years. He said, first of all, it's too much time. Should have been between 10 and 15 years. That's one thing. They're saying something about jurisdiction. The jury should have been sequestered. They're like throwing stuff at the wall, hoping it sticks. He's looking at that long tunnel, a 20-year tunnel. According to Derek Chauvin, has filed an 82-page, I said 22. I knew it was a 2. 82-page report, appeal. There are a dozen aspects of the case that his attorney argued tainted last year's proceedings. Pre-trial publicity, protests outside the courthouse, as well as the announcement of the city's $27 million settlement with the Floyd family. A delay due to widespread protests and extensive coverage by the media. All these extenuating circumstances. I just had a thought, y'all. Check this out. What if they give him a retrial and he gets more time? What if he gets a retrial? They got death penalty in Minnesota. So he's seeking to have his conviction overturned. And like I said, he's also saying his sentence, the guidelines for second-degree unintentional murder, third-degree murder, and second-degree manslaughter is 10 to 15 years. Meanwhile, he was sentenced to 22 and a half years in prison. So, I will keep you up to date on that. I'm intimately acquainted and I have a vested interest in this case. I watched every moment of the trial. Covered every moment of the trial. He should never be free again. And I understand, oh my God, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have done it. Yeah, I know. Bye. Doesn't change a goddamn thing, Johnson. Next, Alejandro Geraldos is an officer out of Miami-Dade who body slammed a black woman on the concrete. And the kicker to this story is that she called the police because she was reporting somebody pointed a gun at her. And somehow she gets arrested and assaulted. Here goes a clip of that video, or here goes a video of that. First of all, this is the officer. Okay, my bad.
I have to be corrected when my life was just threatened and my daughter's sick. I just want to go to the store and charge my phone.
Please stop. She didn't even do nothing.
Touch me. Do not touch me. Do not touch me.
What
do
the
not
heck?
record this.
I
Do not touch
am.
me.
What the? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing
Do
that?
not touch
Why are you
me.
doing
Do
that?
not touch me.
She's
I
not
just
doing
said
nothing.
I wanted to call my kids. I just said I wanted to call my kids. My phone is dead. What do you not understand? I got a gun pointed in front of me, and my kids is sick. I'm stressed out.
D.
I
Ramos?
need to go
D.
call
Ramos?
my children.
D. Ramos?
You touch me. Can you help me up?
Oh my,
my
God.
Oh my God. Really?
Does anybody have a cage?
Really? Really?
Well, who can I speak to?
Adri, get my hair.
Okay, get the front foot for me.
Adri's getting my
Move.
hair in my purse. Can you give me a second?
Move.
Can I grab her purse, please? Why does he have to handle her like that? She didn't do anything wrong.
Okay, so first thing I want to make clear in here in this story is that one thing that's very evident is that there's a lack of compassion for the victim. Her name is Dyma Loving. D-Y-M-A Loving. Dyma. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Dyma Loving called the police because a nearby neighbor pointed a shotgun at her. She was afraid for her life. She calls the police because she's upset when the police come because she wants them to arrest the guy that pointed the gun at her. They arrest her instead because she's unruly. So my point is this. The officers who responded didn't have any compassion for the mental state of the victim. Yeah, because they didn't see her as a victim. I mean, the natural thing to someone who was reporting that they felt their life flash before their eyes because someone pointed a lethal weapon in their face, there would be a little, you would understand someone's a little upset about that. That's very natural for you to react, to be upset. That's why you call the police. You're traumatized. You're scared for your life. I wonder how many times this officer, Mr. Geraldos, which is the one who was manhandling her in the video, I wonder how many times a gun was pointed in his face. I've had guns pointed in my face. Not a good feeling. Now, we keep hearing about how dangerous the police job is. You think Mr. Geraldos understands what it's like to have a gun put in your face and not have a gun, not have a walkie-talkie or a vest, not have people to call up for backup? He didn't act like he understood it. But Miss Loving is a black woman. She's probably lying about how traumatized she is. They don't believe black women when they're sick. They say something's hurting. They say they're doing it just to get drugs. They don't believe them when they say they're in pain to get medication, when they're in the hospital. Why would you believe them when they say they're traumatized and someone just threatened their lives? No reason. Gotta stay consistent with the whole ignoring black women's pain thing. Get where I'm going? It's a problem, not just with this officer, but due to racism, people have these embedded biases. We joke a lot. We make a lot of, we try to have a good time on this show. Most of the time when I'm not bringing up reparations, that pisses people off. Most of the time when I'm not bringing up racism, we try to have a good time. Or when I'm not bringing up other issues, poverty is one of them we bring up. But make no mistake about it, man, what we're dealing with here is systemic, and it's not just white folks, black folks too. Recently, I got treated like shit by a black woman. It hasn't changed how I treat black women. I'm going to treat black women as best I can. And I'm even be more cognizant that I make sure I don't have biases because I live in America too. See, all of us are bombarded with the stimuli, with the same forces that make us all undervalue black people. It makes us all look at people through the same lenses. And you hear the saying, don't want to get white women upset. White women's tears, white women being upset. Well, this officer had reacted the same way if Miss Loving was white. You'd have probably thought, no, a white woman saw someone pointed a gun at her. Oh my gosh, she's traumatized. She's probably a nervous wreck. Oh my gosh, she might be emotional. Oh my God. White woman got a gun pointed in her face. Black woman, oh, whatever. Calm down. You get guns pointed in your face every day around noon, don't you? Come on, you're used to it. You're a black woman. Walk it off. Make a record about it. You think I'm joking? Our society has done this to us. All desensitize us to the suffering of certain other individuals and deprioritizing the suffering of others and delegitimizing the suffering of others. Get what I'm saying? It's subconscious, some of it. I'm not even saying Gerardo's did this intentionally. He may have. It's a thing called bias, implicit and explicit. Implicit, don't even know about it. Not aware of it, think you're just doing your job. Explicit, know what the hell you're doing, consciously doing it, making a decision to do it. I don't know which one this is, which is applicable here, but to the person receiving it, doesn't matter what your intentions are. Whether you cut me with a knife on purpose or an accident, if it goes in the same distance, if it penetrates the skin, if it makes me bleed, it causes the same injury. So in this particular situation, this isolated case, we have a victory for the victim. Geraldo insisted he acted lawfully in subduing an unruly woman, not emotionally distraught. Woman who just had a lethal weapon pointed in her face, who thought she would die and not see her children grow up. No. Dehumanized. Subhuman. Geraldo, who was Hispanic, I could see that, NBC News. I could see he's Hispanic. His name is Geraldo. Faces up to 5 years in prison at sentencing because he was found guilty. Oh, by the way, he was found guilty. Found guilty of battery. It took him only an hour. Wow. It took the jury only an hour to come back with a guilty verdict. I need to move to Miami-Dade. I mean, on one hand, we got horrible cops who would do this shit to my wife or my daughter or my mom. But on the other hand, we got a jury that would find him guilty. Decisions, Johnson, decisions. Okay, so maybe the reason why he was convicted because of the outrage that the community felt after witnessing this. The conviction of North Miami police officer caused a lot of publicity in the area. Anyway, Gerardo's case shows him pushing Loving into a fence and then taking her to the ground. As we all saw, that's what it is. It's a charge of what's this? Gerardo's defense attorney counted it was Loving and another woman at the scene who were out of control. Once again, the woman, we're not going to say it again, but okay. I don't know how much time you get for this. I'm happy there was a conviction. Officers need to recognize and treat our women the same way you treat your women, the same way you treat all women. Women are women. Hell, if someone puts a gun in my face, I should have been able to act upset too. I should have been able to lose my shit for a second. I didn't. I bottled it up like most men do. All right, next story. Is that all the stories? Wow, that's pretty much all of it. Amazon labor union. I do want to touch on this. The Amazon. I got two things I want to touch on. Two things I want to touch on before we go. We are not out of the woods with Amazon. Okay, so let's keep up the pressure. Christian Smalls, all the folks unionizing. It's not a done deal. Amazon's not going to go quietly. They're going to fight this every step of the way. That's why I'm like, all this attention to Elon, keep some attention on Jeff Bezos, keep some attention on Zuckerberg, keep some attention on Bill Gates, keep some attention on all these rich oligarchs. That's what they are. When I hear people talk about oligarchs, they're always talking about Russia. No one's talking about Bill Gates. I thought it was based on money. Able to buy influence. So I just want to remind everybody, we're not out of the woods yet, okay? So still support Christian Smalls and all the other people unionizing across the country, trying to make sure that workers have the protections they need and are treated humanely and have a livable wage. That's all. We're not trying to sink the companies. What good would it be to sink a company, okay, that you work for? It's crazy, right? One of the things that pisses me off is working people against other working people unionizing. Now, if you're a scab worker, if you're going in to undermine the union because you can make a couple extra bucks, at least I understand it. I think you're a cowardly piece of dog shit. You're a horrible individual, but I get it. But you assholes who are not even involved, online, supporting corporations over working people. Yeah, I know not all the time do unions do everything they should do at every time. But you know who also doesn't always do things the way they should? Big corporations. Okay? Big corporations. There's a lot of discrimination embedded in unions towards black people, historically. But I'm willing to overlook that because there's also historically a lot of racism embedded in corporations. Gotta support something in people that don't support anything except video content for certain people. Nothing's perfect, Johnson. I'm not saying there's perfection in the union. I'm not saying there's perfection in the candidate. And speaking of candidates, come to my attention, there's been some calling out of a certain candidate who I support, Senator Nina Turner, running for Ohio's 11th congressional district against Shontel Brown. I still support her. I still believe she's vastly more effective and would be more effective surrogate for her constituents than Shontel Brown, just based on what I know about Nina Turner, based on what she stands for, based on what issues she's always supported. And I see people been dragging her and dragging her and dragging her. I kind of stayed out of it this term. Yeah, as a small business person, it's just so many hits I can take. Some people have more support than me. They're able to be a little bit more vocal. I want to see what's going to happen at this chapter. Last time when I took a stand and I said, hey, these people piling on Nina Turner makes no sense, I felt alone for the most part. Now some other people have taken up the mantle. That's good. We could have done this together a year ago because the same culprits are at it again. But I got to admit, to see people stand up to the nonsense, Johnson, no one's perfect. No one's perfect. But if you can't look at someone, if we're just going to say all these people are garbage, we can't look and see that some people get a 90 on the score and some people get a 62 or a 57, that since someone's going to have the job, might be a good idea to put in the person with the 90. I know we want them to be 100. We want to agree on 100% of everything they do and say and think. But if we can get a 90 or 88 over the 62 or the 57, I think it's incumbent upon us to take it and support it. Because these are people's lives. Okay? There are children. There are children in the poor sections of Akron with life expectancies 20 years less than the rich bastards living in the upper class white enclaves. Okay? So that may not be important to you, as you can sit behind your fucking computer and talk about somebody being Hitler's spawn. It's the dumbest shit in the world, Johnson. Dumbest shit in the world. Hypocritical garbage. People are still upset that other people didn't come on their shows. Hey, I would love to have certain people come on my show too. Doesn't mean I'm going to run their name in the dirt. You don't realize how petty these people are, do you? You still don't get it. You still don't get it. You still don't get how petty people are. Don't come on the show now all of a sudden. Person you supported a year ago, 2 years ago, is now all of a sudden a Benedict Arnold. Now, who's really the Benedict Arnold? So I'm so glad I'm Tim Black and I just do my thing. And I got my great supporters, the Tim Black Wolfpack. These are my people. These are my people. So it is what it is, man. Nina Turner, I hope you win your race. I have your back. I support Nina Turner. No one, look, we all fall short of perfection. We all do, okay? But there are definitely gradations of differences. There are different levels. And to ignore that sounds a lot like somebody has a lot of entitlement. I mean, damn, that's really nice that you could be in a position where you throw out somebody who's 90% over somebody 52% and call it principle. I don't get it. I just don't fucking get it. But that's how much the charisma is. Good gracious, man. Damn. People support that. Okay, don't forget, guys, Atlanta Season 3, Episode 6. Check it out. It's important. It's deep. It's deep, deep, deep. The thoughts are deep. And remember, go to watchtimblack.com to watch videos. Go to Join Tim Black if you want to support independent media. Remember, what you don't support gets co-opted. Because people got to live indoors. People got to take care of their families. If you don't support independent media, it will go away. To support this show, starting at only $5 a month, go to jointimblack.com. Cash at me at TBTV Media. And let's do this again on Friday. Friday, phone the show. Phone the show. Unless you've been told not to phone the show. And let's not act like we got a whole bunch of people that have been told not to phone the show. Let's not pretend, okay? Okay? Let's not pretend that that's not something that rarely happens, because it is. 10 years, it's like 5 people in 10 years. Then when I do it, people are like, what the? My God! Like, it's out the blue, right? It's not based on anything. All radio shows have do not answer lists. All of them. All of them. I remember when I worked security, we used to have them on the wall. I had pictures of people on the wall who can't come in the store. They steal. They steal food, they steal clothes, they steal stuff. You get caught enough times, your picture goes on the wall. But in the Tim Black Wolfpack world, you're stealing people's time. You're stealing from my message. Your picture's on the wall. I love my Wolfpack. I love what you guys do, man. I got your back. Have my back out here. These streets are treacherous. These streets are treacherous, Johnson. We have to stick together, Johnson. We got to form Voltron to defeat Rappin' Rob. We have to form an alliance to defeat Rappin' Rob. Shout out to Will Bryant, my brother Wicked Will. Shout out to my little brother Cool Breeze. My son TJ, who recently turned 24. What's up, old man? And my grandbabies. And my youngest son Chase. My grandbaby Neilani, Nadia, and the great Naomi or Naomi. My daughter Jasmine O. I got a whole clan. Of course, Mrs. Black. Damn, I got some. Look at me. So when you support this show, you're supporting a lot of people. We appreciate you. Now, we're going to do our best to live up to that support as well. Shout out to my man Chad for what you do. Shout out to Cheryl for what you've done. To my people on Facebook, thank you so much for having my back. We don't always agree, but we don't always disagree either, do we? Funny how that works. I see you tomorrow, and I'll see you on Friday. Wolfpack. Oh, my bad. Cut the check, Joss. Today. Let's fight for it. Shout out to Dr. Sandy Dirty. Oh, let me check comments. I might have some comments. I'm sorry. People pay for those. Jesus Christ. Doesn't look like it, but let me make sure, Johnson. My bad, Johnson. Gotta make sure, Johnson. Gotta make sure. There we go. When did you become a member? When did you become a member? When did you become a member? I think we're good. It does not look as if I missed anyone. I got some members, though. Thank you for my members, Johnson. Thank you for becoming a member of the show. Okay, that's it. I got love for you. I'll see you on the next one. Wolfpack.